Taking the audio on. All right, hi everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Acoustic Nights. We're all still COVID-19ing. Is it a verb now?
A verb.
We're all COVIDing. It doesn't sound right.
Yes.
You gotta get the 19 in there.
We've got our baby wipes. We're safe.
I heard we were supposed to keep one llama's distance away.
Is that good?
Yeah.
How big is a llama?
I don't know. Bigger than an alpaca.
Maybe that only counts as South America.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, welcome everybody. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and if you guys don't know us, I'm Travis. I'm one of the pastors at Summitview. I enjoy playing some music. I'm going to pull my cell phone out of my pocket so it's not distracting me. This is John. John is my father-in-law. And John, you're a great musician.
Thank you.
John actually formerly owned this guitar that I've had for many years now.
Yeah, I bought that guitar in 93.
93?
Thought I'd worn it out and handed it off to Travis, and he's rebuilt it and given it another life. Yeah.
I've re-glued braces because I broke braces off inside. I split the bridge at one point.
Yes.
I think I've worked some super glue in under there, and you can see there's a business card shoved in right there to keep the bridge upright.
Right.
So
it works.
You wear guitars out. Yeah. This also, you got to watch out for splinters sometimes.
Right. Yeah. That's a problem with cedar as a top, so it's just softer.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Well, I'm presuming that our audio is good. Let's see. I think we're all right. If anybody is on and wants to verify that for us, you can let us know. I think we're set.
Okay.
So we're going to play some songs for you guys tonight. John and I have picked some songs and kind of thinking about this season. We're thinking about I think the word endurance is one that comes to mind. We will endure.
Yeah. Yeah. This first song, I'm Listening, is actually, it's kind of funny because if anything, we've had more than enough time to hear, our own thoughts in our heads. The busyness of life sort of wound down, and maybe the voices in my head got a little louder in the process. So, in some ways, surprisingly, I found it more difficult to just listen to what God was saying. That even amidst the quiet and the not doing much of anything, I kind of tuned out a lot of stuff. Yeah. And found, about a weekend that I was really, really kind of tuning out God as well. I'd sort of gone into this sort of vegetative state, of doing puzzles and just waiting for the whole thing to be over.
Yeah.
In that sense. But fortunately, and hopefully, more people are like me, that as time has gone on and we've gotten to this, used to how we are now, that we've sort of perked back up and started paying attention again to things.
Yeah.
So I really kind of thought I'm Listening would be a great song to start with. So
yeah.
And hopefully there are people out there listening to us. So
well, we know at least my wife and your wife are on.
Right. It could be it could be just wishful.
They're
thinking.
used to us,
Right.
but they're listening as usual.
Yes.
Well, why don't you lead us in this one?
Okay, here we go. When you speak, confusion fades. Just a word, and suddenly I'm not afraid, 'cause you speak and freedom reigns. There is hope in every single word you say. I don't want to miss one word you speak, 'cause everything
whisper peace. When I don't have the words to say, I won't lose hope. When storms won't break, you keep your word. Oh, and your promises keep me safe. I don't want to miss one word you speak, 'cause everything you say is life to me. I don't want to miss one word you speak, so quiet my heart, I'm listening. Your ways are higher, I know just what I need. I trust you, Jesus. You see what I cannot see. Your ways are higher, you know just what I need. I trust you, Jesus. You see what I cannot see. Your ways are higher, you know just what I need. I trust you, Jesus. You see what I cannot see. Your ways are higher, you know just what I need. I trust you, Jesus. You see what I cannot see. I don't want to miss one word you speak, 'cause everything you say is life to me. I don't want to miss one word you speak, so quiet my heart, I'm listening. I don't want to miss one word you speak, 'cause everything you say is life to me. I don't want to miss one word you speak, so quiet my heart, I'm listening. Quiet my heart, I'm listening. Quiet my heart, I'm listening. Deliver me out of the sadness. Deliver me from all the madness. Deliver me, courage to guide me. Deliver me, your strength inside me. All of my life I've been in hiding, wishing there was someone just like you. Now that you're here, now that I found you, I know that you're the one to pull me through. Deliver me, loving and caring. Deliver me, giving and sharing. Deliver me, the cross that I'm bearing.
that you're the one to pull me through. All of my life I've been in hiding, wishing there was someone just like you. Now that you're here, now that I found you, I know that you're the one to pull me through. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust you, how I've proved you o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus. Deliver me. Deliver me. Deliver me. Deliver me. I love that song. Yeah. I love that song. You introduced it to me a few years ago when we led worship at a men's retreat.
Yes.
And I fell in love with it, and I've used it several times since then.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Yeah. When I first heard it, I'd never actually listened to Sarah Brightman, not really my style of music. But I introduced this song and I had people come up to me, that was a Sarah Brightman song. It's like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
My musical ignorance.
Yeah, well.
I since have figured out who she is.
Yeah, she's pretty wonderful.
She's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to greet a few people that I see that have joined us. Your wife is here.
Yay.
She says, hi, you two.
Hi, honey.
That's us. We're you two. Melissa Gardner, good evening. Shane Calicut, didn't he play bass for you like
He did, and turned into an
15 years ago?
Yes, turned into an outstanding worship leader himself. Yeah.
Hey Shane, I haven't seen you in a long time. It's good to see you. At least see your name. Jolie DeCleva's there. Happy to be praising with you. That's cool. Lily, is that Lily Schreiber?
Yeah.
I think it is. Sounds great, guys. Thanks. That's awesome. Well, we're going to do It As Well,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Just been thinking about that word endurance, just ever since we were practicing a little bit with this song and a couple of the other songs. Just been thinking about the season as it just kind of keeps going, right? We get sort of word that things are going to open up, they sort of do, but then the governor gets back on and is like, hasn't really changed.
Right. Or if you're the governor of California, you're like screaming at people, get off the beach, get off the beach. They're not listening.
Yeah, and I don't know, I've heard from people that have, been experiencing money issues.
Yeah.
Businesses shutting down, and there's a pretty big social safety net to kind of catch some people, which has been good, but I think we are all in need of a little bit of endurance. You talked at the beginning about feeling like a few weeks into this, feeling like maybe some of the things I should have been doing, getting some time with the Lord, pacing myself a little bit, weren't happening. And I think for me in this season, it's like, all right, this week, I suddenly feel the need for there's sort of a long thing happening here, right?
Right.
Like for a little bit there, it felt like maybe it was a sprint. But I think it might be a marathon. At least this season.
I think endure is a good word. I think
I don't want to sprint.
Right, yeah. We want to be tortoises and not hares, I guess, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like it's a longer thing in the sense that we're not as tied down as we were, but the change in our culture is more extensive over a longer term, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, it's one of those events. It's like you kind of, you know, whether it was the space shuttle, or for me when I was 9 years old and man landed on the moon, you gauge the decades of your life, you know.
Yeah.
And of course the 2020s are always going to be, well, it started with everybody staying at home,
Yeah.
you know, due to this illness that was going around. And so, yeah, there's going to be a lot of that, I think, over time. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think there is. So we're going to sing It Is Well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a specific line in here, the waves and winds still know his name.
Oh, yeah. I love that line. In fact, if I'm going to cry in a chorus, this is usually the line that gets me. The waves and winds still know his name. And it's, one of the things I mentioned as we were working on this music to Travis yesterday is that the line that keeps coming back to me, it's like the waves and winds still know his name. And by the way, COVID still knows his name. And our Lord is the Lord over all things, including and especially disease, I think. And while I don't have good answers for why difficult things and sad things happen for people, because we all struggle with the reality of that, we do know that God is over all of that. He wasn't surprised by this. Yeah. You know, he knew it was coming. And I think in a lot of ways he's prepared us, you know, to meet that challenge. Yeah. You know, whether it's this kind of thing, and certainly churches all over the country doing this kind of thing, and getting a real sense of strength, I think, in the church. I think some of the, you know, things we've thought about early on was like, well, is this going to be difficult for the church? And I think it's actually built us up. Yeah. So,
yeah, I would agree with that.
It's going to be a great day when we all get back together again. It's going to feel like Easter. It's going to feel like the Easter we didn't have when we get back together again.
Yeah, I'm still voting for all-day party.
Yeah.
Dance party in the lobby, right?
Yeah. No, that would be awesome.
Get out disco ball.
Yeah. That'll be nice.
Family. Right?
I know that song.
It'd be like a wedding. Oh no, where are we going?
We are family. I know
Sorry.
it. Sorry, guitar player. I know a little bit of every song.
Yes. Oh yes.
Or most of them.
We'll break into that later.
Yes.
We're in serious mode right now, John.
Okay. All right. Let's move on.
It is well.
Yeah. So the waves and winds still know his name. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
So
we can say it as well with my soul.
All right. Grand earth has quaked before, moved by the sound of his voice, and seas that are shaken and stirred can be calmed and broken for my regard. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well with me. Far be it from me to not believe, even when my eyes can't see. And this mountain that's in front of me, come on, will be thrown into the midst of the sea. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well. It is well. So let go, my soul, and trust in him. The waves and wind still know his name. So let go, my soul, and trust is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. 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 It is well. It is well with my soul. So let go, my soul, and trust in Him. The ways and wind still know His name. So let go, my soul, and trust in Him. The ways and wind still know His name. So let go, my soul, and trust in Him. The ways and wind still know His name. The ways and wind still know His name. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. 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 It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul.
Let's do Majesty.
Okay. That left me a little blurry-eyed and breathless there. It was a good song.
Nancy and Dan are here,
Yay.
worshiping with us. That's great. Josiah, you would know whether it sounds great or not, and you understand how complicated the text setup is based on last week. And the week before, actually. He's been 2 sets so far.
Oh, yeah, he has.
Yeah. Well, you know, God is the one who brings us through.
Amen.
And just thinking about this song, thinking about just the fact that we don't really have a whole lot to contribute. just without God's help. And I'm just grateful for the cross. Anytime we start talking about God sustaining us and helping us to endure, we have to go all the way back to that one moment. It's like the center of all of history. That one moment where he accomplished everything for us.
Amen.
Right? And so I come, and what he's asking for us to do is to come empty-handed. It's almost like a nakedness.
Yeah.
Right? Because we have to come and we have to admit, I actually can't get this done. I can't endure without you. I can't make right where I've failed. And I need to just surrender and come open-handed. And that's what this song is. It says, your grace has found me just as I am. And the good news of the gospel is that we become alive in his hands. We were talking at dinner about how Jesus defeated death itself.
Yes.
It was in a context of a silly conversation with the kids, but we went there.
Always. And
Always.
Not be silly with the grandkids, yes.
Yeah, majesty. Jesus, we're grateful for your grace. We're grateful for the cross. If we're holding anything back tonight, help us to bring it to you, God. Thank you, God, that you make us alive. Sing, here I am. Covered by your grace. safe for me to steal your bass?
Yes. Do you need a baby wipe? Here.
A baby wipe. Oh no, you touched the baby wipe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know the rules.
There we go. I probably just messed it up for playing.
Oh, yeah.
You're playing the little thing,
Yep.
whatever that is.
Tiny guitar.
Little guitar. I've got the big little guitar.
It's
a big little guitar. They both have 4 strings.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to drop the pick for this one.
I have the world's smallest bass and the world's smallest guitar. Part of what I own.
Just like small things.
Yeah.
Well, there's also this medium-sized one here.
Yes. Yeah.
I call that a
get
small
around,
guitar.
We'll get around to that one too. So, it's an acoustic thing, so I had to bring 4 instruments.
Louise Smith is here from Louisiana. Hi, Louise.
Nice.
Aaron Schneider's here too.
Huh?
It's cool.
All right.
Facebook doesn't always show everybody who's here, nor does
Uh-huh.
YouTube. You have to comment so that we know that you're here.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
All right.
All
We got
right.
another one here. How deep the Father's love.
All right. Yes. Yeah. I have to little shout out to my Texas friends. Mark Bassam in particular actually introduced me to this little instrument a few years ago, and although it's not like I wasn't aware of them, kind of fell in love with it again when I started
There
playing
was
it.
always on the back wall of the guitar store.
Right, exactly.
Why would I
It's
spend
like,
$100 on that?
Exactly. Put $100 towards something I can really play. But
I still think that.
You're right.
But I like when you play that one.
Oh, well, that's good.
I miss my electric guitar.
Yeah. Well, you might have to do something with electric guitar and like 1 amp and do
Yeah, we'll
sort
figure
of like
that out.
the solo electric thing.
When is it my turn to do a full band set?
I don't know.
Oh, we'll figure that out.
You'll have to figure that
Sorry, I interrupted your story.
No, I don't think I had a story.
Oh.
I was just rambling. So,
We're going to lose the audience.
that's right. They're like, they talk so much,
Play
I had to
some ring
turn on
music.
something else. I know. It's like, well, in this day and age of streaming, it's not like,
Yeah,
you can,
they're all off doing puzzles anyway.
yeah, I suppose so. What are they going on about? Anyway, so this song is How Deep the Father's Love for Us, and I find it kind of funny that, I worked out this ukulele part to it in part because our God is so big and his love is so deep for us that I feel a little intimidated to play anything like a real-sized instrument. So this little tiny one's about all that my bruised ego will allow me to play when I'm doing this song. But I try to do a sweet version of it, and you do an awesome bass part to it. So it's cool. It's cool. Should we try it?
Sure.
After that, I just hope I don't goof it up.
It's supposed to be sweet, so.
Right. Here we go. How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure, that he should give his only Son to make a wretch his treasure. How great the pain of searing loss, the Father turns his face away, as wounds which mar the chosen one bring many sons to glory. Behold the man upon a cross, my sin upon his shoulders. Ashamed I hear my mocking voice call out among the scoffers. It was my sin that held him there until it was accomplished. His dying breath has brought me life. I know that it is finished. house no wisdom, but I will boast in Jesus Christ, his death and resurrection. Why should I gain from his reward? I cannot give an answer, but this I know with all my heart: his wounds have paid my ransom. Why should I gain from his reward? I cannot give an answer, but this I know with all my heart: his wounds have paid my ransom.
I like it.
Sweet.
Keep it the understated feel for a little bit here. I'm the one who held the nail. It was cold between my fingertips. I've hidden in the garden. I've denied you with my very lips. God, I fall down to my knees with a hammer in my hands. You look at me, arms open, forgiven, forgiven. Child, there is freedom from all of it. And say goodbye to every sin. You are forgiven. I've done things I wish I hadn't done. I've seen things I wish I hadn't seen. Just the thought of your amazing grace, I cried, Jesus, forgive me. God, I fall down to my knees with a hammer in my hand. You look at me, I'm so open, forgiven, forgiven. Child, there is freedom from all of it. Say goodbye to every sin. You are forgiven. I could have been 6 feet under. I could have been lost forever. Yeah, I should be in that fire, but now there's fire inside of me. Here I am, a dead man walking. No grave gonna hold God's people. All the weight of all our evil lifted away, forever free. Who could believe? Who could believe? Forgiven, forgiven. You love me even when I don't deserve it. Forgiven, I'm forgiven. Jesus, your blood makes me innocent, so I will say goodbye to every sin. I am forgiven. I am forgiven.
I like to hear you sing, Travis.
Thank you.
Because sometimes with Words Your Bleeders, you kind of get into that mode where everybody just expects you to sing well.
Yeah.
And nobody really says anything about it. But, I'm in your church and I can say it. I love to hear you sing.
Thanks. I love to sing.
I love to sing. It's a good thing.
How many guitars did you bring?
I brought 4.
You use that
I
one?
think I need this one for this. Yeah. Did you see that?
That was you.
If you,
I think you
if you
did.
if you saw me throw this away earlier, it landed right on my guitar. It's like, it's awesome.
amazing. What?
What?
So anyway, we're going to play a song that maybe a lot of you aren't familiar with. We'll have some words up on the screen for them.
Yes, yeah, we will. This is a song by Sandra McCracken. It's called In Feast or Fallow. Learned it several years back. Actually played it in Texas a fair bit because that's where I learned it.
A lot of things happen in Texas.
Yeah, it was 7 years of my
Yeah.
life, so about 7 years, yeah. So a lot of good things in Texas, and definitely the band there and the church and the friends we got to know there as well. Came back because our children started having grandchildren.
Oh wait, that's us.
Yeah, that includes you. Yeah, we couldn't stay away any longer. But anyway, it was a good time there. But this particular song, one of the reasons why I brought it up to you the other day was because the opening line says, "When the fields are dry and the winter is long," and it occurred to me that because we were all sort of cloistered in our homes, that spring sort of got here, but it really didn't get here in the same sense that it normally does, right? I mean, we usually we go to work and we think, oh, I can roll down the windows in my car. It's springtime, and I can. It's I'll go sit on the patio for my lunch, or
Right,
something
right.
like that. And we didn't necessarily have that. We had this weird sort of we were home anyway.
Yeah.
And it got warm, but then we had a huge snowstorm, and it's just we were kind of, I feel like, in the midst of all of this, we were robbed of sort of a regular spring,
Yeah.
not just sort of our Easter celebration, as a church and Good Friday and everything like that, which we had online, but that ability to go and experience things, all that was sort of taken, and I think a little bit just a general sense of spring as well. And so, when the fields are dry and the winter is long, blessed are the meek, the hungry, the poor. We're meek, we're hungry, and we're poor in a lot of different ways. In some cases, literally for some people, and for a lot of us in just other ways in our lives where we just aren't right now. And so I thought this would just be a good song for that, because it really just answers, talks to us about who God is,
Yeah.
in that sense.
Yeah.
So,
That last line in the chorus of this one, whatever comes,
yes,
we shall endure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, which is kind of our theme for
Yeah.
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do we go
Take
ahead
us
and do
away.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. When the fields are dry and the winter is long, blessed are the meek, the hungry, the poor. When my soul is downcast, my voice has no song. For mercy, for comfort, I wait on the Lord. In the harvest fields or the fallow ground, my certain hope is in Jesus Isn't Jesus found? My lot, my cup, my portion sure. Whatever comes, we shall endure. Whatever comes, we shall endure. Come, oh come, when the earth beneath me crumbles and quakes, not a sparrow falls, nor a hair from my head, without his hand to guide my shield and my strength, in joy or in sorrow, in life or in death, in the harvest field or the fallow ground, my certain hope is in Jesus found. My lot, my cup, my portion sure. Whatever comes, we shall endure. Whatever comes, we shall endure.
It's a beautiful song.
Where are we at here? Oh, Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages.
Okay, all right. Can't go wrong with that.
Take it up a half step.
Where were we? Say, it's normal, that would be up two, so I'm right.
We were in B flat, now we're in
Oh, is that where we're at?
B. You're like, what key were we in again? I'm not sure where you were playing. That's what I was in. It sounded
I don't
decent.
know what I'm doing. Who am I?
Hold on, Angie Shoemaker says, does Colorado ever have a regular spring? It seems like winter is usually long here. Winter seems to perpetually interrupt our springs. Do you have a pick inside your guitar?
I just dropped my pick in my guitar.
Who does that?
Amateurs.
Everybody.
So,
Do this with
I've talked to my students about that,
Yeah, well,
there it is.
wow, that was a miracle.
No,
They usually don't come out that fast.
I am well practiced at getting my pick out of my guitar.
So anyway, yeah, Angie, we in our family we were calling that second winter, and it usually comes. So my birthday is right there, like right April 11th is my birthday, right around Easter every year, and I never know, is it going to be warm or is it going to be snowing? Most likely it's muddy.
Right.
Right?
Something in between.
It's probably not spring yet, whatever it
Some
is.
of
So you are right, Angie. Well,
That's funny. I'm finding, I don't know if you've noticed, but our between song banter is a lot more humorous than the songs we're actually doing. So I think it might be.
Rock of Ages is hilarious.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny piece. Yeah.
Colin's over there laughing at
It
you.
might be just that needed release. Being able to be around family again and do stuff. It just makes you a little goofy, but
Yep.
I mean, I love these songs. They mean so much.
Yeah.
To have done them over the years, and Rock of Ages goes back, sort of forever, I think. But
Yeah.
there's, one of the things I've kind of picked up from watching the Chosen, that's been available all around the world now, is
Really
that
good, by
it's
the
just-
way.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it,
If you haven't seen The Chosen, you can find it on YouTube. You can also find it on their app and things like that. But
don't be one of those rebel people. I never read Harry Potter books because everybody was doing it. So everybody's watching The Chosen. Don't be me.
Yeah.
Right? Go watch it.
Right. You definitely want to see it. And
I might read Harry Potter.
I think, yeah, sure. So the point I was trying to make is when we got off on Harry Potter there.
Chosen. It's amazing.
In The Chosen, what I really love is that the people are not only so real, but Jesus is so real. He laughs with them. He makes jokes. He's a little sarcastic in places, There's I don't want to give much away, but there's at the wedding, when he's dancing, Peter says something about how his brother can't dance very well. And Jesus says, there are some things even I can't fix. And I just, it's like, of course he could fix that. But the fact that he says it and it's meant to be lighthearted and joking, and he's just, this is the Jesus. Those of us who've known Jesus for a long time in our lives, we know the Jesus of our grief, but we also know the Jesus of our joy. The happiness, the laughter, all of the Rock of Ages, not just the cross, but, him walking along the sea with his disciples and just being God that loves them. It's like, doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Mark Bassam just joined on Facebook.
All right.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. You just missed the ukulele song, buddy. So you'll have to... You'll have to go back and rewind.
Yeah, you can go back and watch it.
So, yeah. All right.
Fast forward through all the banter.
Exactly. Here you go.
It's me that was in the wrong key.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to create a sensitive, happy moment, but we can laugh at each other. For some reason, I thought we were in C. I don't know why. Why don't you sing the first verse? We practice a lot?
I think we're in A.
Something's wrong here.
Who is singing this? Is it you or me?
You're singing.
Here we go.
I'm going to come in on verse 2. How about that?
All right. You find me wherever I'm at here. Here we go. Rock of Ages,
Not an A.
cleft for me.
That's the problem.
Let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy wounded side which flowed, we have sinned a double cure, saved from wrath and made me pure.
Not the labors. Not the labors of my hand can fulfill thy lost demands. Could my zeal no respite know? Could my tears forever flow? These for sin could not atone. You must save, and you alone.
Nothing in my hand I bring, simply to the cross I cling. Naked come to thee for dress, helpless look to thee for grace. Vow I to the fountain fly, wash me, Savior, or I die. Wash me, Savior, or I die.
Wash me.
Wash me, Savior, or I die. when mine eyes shall close in death, when I rise to worlds unknown, and behold thee on thy throne, rock of ages, clad for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Let me hide myself in thee. Let me hide myself in thee.
Figured it out. The chart's in B and you're in A.
Yeah.
So I started in B, and then I realized I was very wrong. But then I realized you were wrong.
No.
And then I realized you do this song in A, and I do this song in B.
There we go.
Anyway.
So let's just agree to neither one of us were wrong. That would be
Both
good.
right.
And we're both right. So.
That was thoroughly enjoyable.
It was. My favorite version of Rock of Ages now.
Let's switch to this instrument.
All right. Yay. All right. So next song is called The Reason. None of you know it because on Saturday night, God kept me up till about 1 o'clock writing this. And I was inspired a little bit by The Chosen, I think, and bring that back up again. They're going to be happy with us promoting their program. But really what I'm promoting here is Jesus. So it's all good. And it was really inspired by just the what's the words I'm looking for? The relationship between Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And just when she finally turns, and looks in his face. And it really just sort of caught me and realized that, we're all that way, And we're all that way kind of on a regular basis, there's that, for some of us, there's the big moment of like, God hits you and, you're a Christian from then on because you've turned your life over to him. But, even once you're a Christian, you go through this ebb and flow of your faith. And there are times when you just, you've just sort of compartmentalized Jesus off here in a corner, and then all of a sudden, after you've, made a complete mess of things, he's right back there in your face again, and it's like, and he's got you by the cheeks, and it's like, it's going to be all right, kind of thing, and I love that about God, and so this song is just one about that, and Travis learned a bass part to it yesterday, and so...
The chart is in a different key than I'm playing in.
Yeah, so...
Thanks, John.
That's all right. I do what I can.
It's new.
Yeah, it's new. We'll work it out. It'll be fine.
I'll figure it out.
Right. All right. Okay. All right. I never knew you could run so fast. You caught me completely unaware. So unexpected, this desperate race, your dogged chase, unfair. And just when I thought I was rid of you, God help me, I looked in your face. The reason I'm here, the reason I'm here, the reason I'm here is grace. The reason I'm here, the reason I'm here, the reason I'm here is your grace. You caught me naked, exposed and raw, exhausted and desperate for air, so disrespected I refuse to look my open book laid bare. And just when I thought you were over me, God help me, I looked in your face. The reason I'm here, the reason I'm here, the reason I'm here is grace. And just when I thought you were over me, God help me, I looked in your face. The reason I'm here, the reason I'm here, the reason I'm here is grace. The reason I'm here, the reason I'm here, the reason I'm here is your grace.
I hit it on there sharp.
Oh, good. Well, I kind of blew the high note there, so
And it's only live.
it's only
No pressure. Speaking of pressure.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's kick it up a notch.
Okay. I like how we kind of know two different versions of this song. We just play it at the same time.
We
and how
totally
it
do.
works out.
Yep. Theoretically, it'll be. I'll follow you, you follow me.
Right?
We'll be good.
Yeah, yeah.
Following each other. Is that a downward spiral? Like you follow and you follow and I follow?
Could be.
I know. Caleb Fisher, you can find Chosen on YouTube. I think they also have a website, but that's where I found it.
Yes,
It's the
there's
easiest
an
spot.
app and things like that. Yeah,
Yep. Look at
absolutely.
The Chosen.
Yep, yeah. All right, so brought another guitar. It's got, this is Mercy and Grace guitar. Tim Constant
Yes.
did the wood burning on that. It's absolutely terrific. I love it. I play it all the time. So, all right, it's a good song, or a good guitar for this song. So, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
The earth can shake, the sky come down, the mountains all fall to the ground. But I will fear none of these things. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Dark waters rise and thunder pounds. The wheels of war are going round, and all the walls are crumbling. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. I'm waiting for you to sing it.
Where are we at? The wind can blow,
The rain can pour,
the deluge breaks,
the tempest roars,
but in the storm,
my spirit sings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings.
Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings.
A little REO Speedwagon at me.
That might be the first worship set with REO Speedwagon in it.
Or something.
These are odd times. And that is also like the most different version of Shelter Me that you and I have ever done, including Trading Lines, which we've never done, but for some reason.
It just happens. It just happens.
Figure out where I was supposed to be in that song.
I can't decide whether to call it a train wreck or a yard sale.
Well, not quite
depends
a
on
train
which,
wreck. We didn't totally stop.
That's true.
We took a moment to sort of find ourselves. Maybe that's it.
There you go.
60 years of experience between us. No, 40. What? 60? Probably 60 years of experience between us.
Something like that, yeah, pretty close.
And we dang near train wreck.
We may be over that, actually.
Middle of the song.
How about we do a serious song?
Yeah, we probably should.
It's never enough to imagine. It's never enough in my mind's eye. Your face is seen by no one. So if I could ask you for anything, then I'm asking. Hold my hand. I'm sick of fighting in a foreign land. Dreaming of home again, when home's the only place I've never been. Heart in hand, your child's asking for the promised land. And in your arms again, I find I'm closer than I've ever been. It's never enough to imagine. It's never enough in my mind's eye. Your face is seen by no one. So if I could ask you for anything, then I'm asking. Hold my hand. I'm sick of fighting in a foreign land. Dreaming of home again, when home's the only place I've never been. Heart in hand, the child's asking for the promised land. And in your arms again, I find I'm closer than I've ever been. I love you. 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 Hold my hand. I'm sick of fighting in a foreign land, dreaming of home again, when home's the only place I've never been. Heart in hand, your child's asking for the promised land. In your arms again, I find I'm closer than I've ever been. We have only one life, and it soon will pass, and only what's done for Christ will last. Jesus, you can use me, Lord. Riches and houses, cars and land will all pass away, but my life will stand. Jesus, you can use me, Lord, for your glory, for your glory, for your glory, you can use me, Lord. We have only one life, and it soon will pass, and only what's done for Christ will last. Jesus, you can use me, Lord. Riches and houses, cars and land will pass away, but my life will stand. Jesus, you can use me, Lord, for your glory, for your glory, for your glory, you can use me, Lord. We say yes, Lord. We say yes, Lord. We say yes, Lord. You can use me, Lord. We say yes, Lord. We say yes, Lord. We say yes, Lord. You can use me, Lord. We have only one life, and it soon will pass. And only what's done for Christ will last. Jesus, you can use me, Lord. Well, John, we got one more.
Okay.
I'm going to use 2 capos on it.
I won't use any.
Josiah Everhart says that that's the best version of Shelter Me, Lord, ever.
Yeah.
I think he's being facetious.
He might be. It's a version, for sure.
Shelter Me turned into Stairway.
No?
Shelter Me plus Stairway, Sheltered Way to Heaven. No.
That's riding the storm out. I'm yelling at the comments. Like, it's riding the storm out, REO Speedwagon.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go. Oh, man.
This has been fun. It's been good.
Yeah,
I've
thanks
enjoyed
for
it.
joining me. Maybe I joined you. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Mutual joining. I have not much to offer you, not near what you deserve, but still I come because your cross has placed in me my worth. O Christ, my King of sympathy, whose wounds secure my peace. Your grace extends to call me friend. Your mercy sets me free. And I know I'm weak. I know I'm unworthy to call upon your name. But because of grace, because of your mercy, I stand here unashamed. I can't explain this kind of love. I'm humbled and amazed that you come down complete. Here I am at your feet, in my brokenness complete. Here I am at your feet, in my brokenness complete. Here I am at your feet, in my brokenness complete. Here I am at your feet, in my brokenness complete. Here I am at your feet, in my brokenness complete. Here I am at your feet, in my brokenness complete. Here I am at your feet, in my brokenness complete. Here I am at your feet, in my brokenness complete. All right, guys, well, that's it. Thanks for joining us. I was just thinking about, we got the rest of the week coming up here, and my guess is if you are working, a lot of you are going to be working via Zoom calls tomorrow. So good luck with the Zoom fatigue.
Yeah.
Right? We're all staring at screens.
Yeah.
We're all staring at screens.
Yeah.
We do need endurance. We do need endurance. I was just kind of thinking about that as you were talking about the song you wrote. You know, just coming to God, basically that whole idea of coming naked, coming empty-handed. Like we don't really have a whole lot. So how do we get endurance? Well, it's that tree that's planted by the water, whose roots go deep down.
Amen.
And so when the drought comes, it still has life. It still has sustenance. So for us, as we think about this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Go to the source for your endurance, and you will endure. And that's Jesus.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we are done. I've got to get to the tech computer to hit the stop streaming button.
Okay,
So
thanks for having me
be
here.
awkward for about 30 seconds here.
Okay.
See you guys.
Mhm.